When I finished my series on converting to the optic, one of the things that several people asked me about was about cleaning it. This is my real optic, so let's talk about cleaning your pistol mounted optic and making sure that the glass looks good. Palm pepper spray is next generation OC spray. It's hot at 1.4% major capsaicinoids, and its modular design means you can customize it exactly to you. 3 different setups, lots of different color combinations. You can make it exactly as you like. And the flip top safety prevents accidental discharges. It's 10 to 12 foot range and 25 half-second blasts. Make sure that you can keep that long range eye poke at long range. I trust Palm OC and I recommend it for everyone for self-defense. First things first, I do think people really overthink this, friends. I think people over clean the crap out of their guns. This is the slide off of my carry gun, which if you see here has the Langdon Tactical logo on it. It is an LTT Elite P30 with a gray gun short reset trigger system in it. It's a great gun. I love it to pieces. I've been carrying it, I don't know, 9 months, something like that. It's probably got 1,800 rounds through it because I use my previous carry gun, Theseus, as my training gun. We have other videos on that. But it's probably got, like I say, 9 months of carry every day. Every time I leave the house, this gun is on my person. And you can see here, I want to show you, let's see if I can kind of show you there. There it is. What kind of dirt and crap kind of get on the optic. Let's kind of look at it through the back as well. Let's see if you can see that. If I can kind of get it on the camera, there's a little bit of the optic. And you can see, now I'm gonna tell you that last one looked to me while I was kind of paying attention to this, not quite as good. Because I can tell you if I put this out in front of me like I would be carrying it and I look through it, that I could see just fine. It's not really a big deal. So I think some people are really obsessive about cleaning their guns and really obsessive about cleaning their optics. And I just don't see why you do that, quite frankly. I think that this guy here is part of my daily checks. I kind of, draw the gun as part of my regular stuff and I optic check, right? So one of the things you want to do on your gun, and I do that by picking it up in the holster out of my quick access safe and just presenting it in the holster so that I can't futz with the trigger, and I look to see that my dot is on and I go, yep, there's a dot. Yep, sure do. Have a dot in the window, and kind of some of that is a cleanliness check on the dot. Like, is the dot look like crap? Can I see through the window? If I can't see through the window, then I got to do something about it. If I can see through the window, carry on smartly. Put the gun and holster on your person and rock and roll. Secondly, a couple things here. When it's time to do a little bit of cleaning, I take my slide off. I take the slide off and I take the the barrel out of it and all that stuff, because man, otherwise I have a firearm in my hand and I have to observe the rules of safe firearms handling and always keep it pointed in a direction of least consequence and really worry about it, right? So it's just a pain. And then I take it apart and now it's not a gun anymore. It can't fire. It's a part of a gun, but again, I can't load and fire it. So now I can do stuff like and look at it and all that stuff and not have to worry about the rules of safe firearms handling, because it ain't a firearm anymore. So I would strongly recommend that you do that too. Some tools will help us in our cleaning. Tool number 1, which is super helpful, is just a little microfiber cloth. If you don't have one of those, a t-shirt works too, and I know I'm gonna offend the purists with that, okay? I know that people are gonna be like, oh, heaven forfend, John. You would touch your optic with regular cotton or a t-shirt, you're going to put scratches on it. Okay, like, I don't know, I've been carrying a dot now for, I guess, about 6-7 years, something like that. As my daily carry, I've had a dot on the gun since at least 2017. So at least 6 years, if not a little bit longer. I've never had to worry about that. I'd say the one that would be a worry on was the Shield RMS is a plastic window instead of a glass window. And that one etched up on me a little bit. But other than that, if you're shooting a Holosun or a Trijicon or an aim point, you're not gonna have a problem with that, okay? So a t-shirt will be just fine, but a little bit of a microfiber cloth that doesn't have crap, and just, I keep this guy kind of by the bedside, and then just work that in there. blow it off. Again, be very cautious if you're doing this with a live gun, right? You know, so you don't want to do that and watch where you're pointing the gun, but that's why when it's time to clean, we take that off. If the gun is still in its holster, then, you know, again, when it's holstered, I can be very cautious and not put my hand in front of anything that I don't want to, and then I can go from there. And I would say already that, let's see if we come up just that much right there. It looks pretty amazing, really. Like, if I show it to you, see if I can get it to focus here. There we go. And that looks pretty dang good, I think. I mean, no problem at all, just a little microfiber cloth. Now, if you want to go a little farther than that, you can. Some folks like to use these little like cleansing wipes. This is a lens and screen cleaning wipe that's wet, and you can do that, pop that out of here, moosh it around on this stuff, and then the alcohol base dries off and goes away, and you can clean with one of these if you want. That's acceptable. I got these on Amazon. Even better is cat crap. So this is a little spray. This particular one was in the Big Tex livery. They had cat crap make them some bottles in there with their logos on them, but same stuff. Cat crap is magic because what it does is it's an anti-fog lens for this, which if you're out in really humid places in the summertime or you're in the real cold, some people worry about that. I think for duty carry guns, if you're a cop and you're carrying your gun openly and it's on a big bucket offset away from your body so it gets cold, gets hot, could get fog on it, could get crap in it, those kinds of things, then maybe you need that. As a concealed carrier, somebody's carrying inside the waistband, it's probably not nearly as big a deal. I've never really had a problem with it. But this stuff works great. It's like $8 a bottle. You can get this on Big Tex's website if you want, or you can go just Google cat crap. You can buy it on Amazon too, if you know for some reason you'd rather do that. One of the things that I use with that is these kind of specialty little Q-tips. I guess I don't know what the non-name brand of these cotton, whatever the crap you call it. It's a Q-tip, right? Whatever. And this one you can see they've got a little tip on it, and you can use that here and you can get inside the little places. You can get inside where you can get to the edges. Some people are real particular about the edges. Now, in terms of the cat crap, it's really not that hard, right? We just spray it up. And yeah, I sprayed the crap out of it. It's not really a big deal. Okay. Now we get our little microfiber cloth. Ta-da. And again, the spray, they also sell it in a paste. They sell the cat crap in a paste as well. And that paste is great too. You just rub your finger on it and then rub it on all over it. And then you wipe it off any excess with this. So this is what I do instead. Just use the cat crap spray and get all over that stuff. Looks delightful. And then to get the edges of it and to get that off, I use this little guy. See? I just kind of go around the edges there, and that you can, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it did get kind of a couple of little pieces of crap off there. I use the other side on the front. Show you there, just kind of using in the edges. Takes just a couple minutes. Ta-da. Yeah, that had some crap on it too. Ooh, shiny. Now, you can see, ooh, it's super awesome. Again, see if I can let you see that. Nice and clean. Okay, great. And that's all it takes to maintain your dot. It's not really that big a deal, right? First of all, I think some people overclean their dots just like they overclean their guns. Lube your gun, right? Make sure the lube on it is strong. You don't have to clean it as often as you think you do, but you should lube it fairly regularly. I lube this guy every 500 rounds. And then with your dot, I check it every day. I just check, can I see through it? Yep, sure can, looks great. And I see through it because I'm looking through it. Remember, you don't look at your dot. Remember, we learned that earlier. You're using your dot as your rear sight and your target as your front sight. Can I see through this? Is it occluded? It's not occluded? Great, move on with your day. Starts to get like, oh, it's kind of fuzzy and yucky. Well, hey, just a little spray of the cat crap, and then a little bit of microfiber cloth or your t-shirt if you need to, and the guy will come right back for the next several months. I would treat with a little bit of cat crap. I don't tend to have a problem with fogging or any of those things, but it's cheap insurance. The bottle is like $8. And that bottle, dude, let me show you. Look how much is left in this bottle, okay? So you see how much of that bottle is gone? Do you know how long I've been using this bottle? I've been using this bottle for like 2 years, I think. And that's how much is gone out of it. This bottle is like a lifetime supply of cat crap. And so $8 and you never really have to worry about it again. So that's how to maintain your optic. Keep it nice and crisp and fresh and get out there and shoot more, guys.